Hello. As you can probably see, I have a big stack of books next to me, and I am going to take you through them one by one, showing what they are, what I use them for, and maybe some sneak peeks inside of them. Okay, first we have my school planner. Very simple, very cute. I get the undated version because I use it for school, so I needed to start when my school year starts. And so the dated versions that she sells start on January 1st. So I get the undated ones. Unfortunately, this one is no longer available, but I did leave a link to her Etsy shop in the description below, as well as putting all of the various locations I got my various notebooks from. So if you want to check out anything in particular, they'll be in the description below. Yeah, here we go. Here's a blank one. So I filled in everything myself. I filled in the month, the year, and then the days of the week. So that's what a blank spread looks like. Then there are blank note pages in the back, and in the front there's your full monthly spread, and then you can put your goals and your notes, and then you fill in the calendar yourself and the month and the year. My planner. Next up, we have a notebook I use for when I'm planning my stories. This one in particular is for a fantasy novel I'm developing. If you watched my sketchbook tour, then you'll have not any ideas, I guess, but you'll kind of know who the characters are, because I did some concept sketches in that one. And then I have sticky notes on this because this was a free journal I got from work from an event. So there's a company logo on the front, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. So, sticky notes. And then it's kind of a soft cover. It's got a little tag in it, and then it's a cord to close it. I'll start with this one. So here is kind of the map I made, which is outdated at this point, but kingdoms that I wanted to include, because I wanted to include a wide variety of locations rather than falling into the traditional, typically England, I believe is what most of them are. Most of them are European based, probably mostly UK based. So I wanted to try and push myself out of that. I do of course have one, but I also wanted to explore different areas. But I think that is the only page I can really show because I don't really want to give any spoilers. But that story is being worked on actively in the background. I'm working on the outline right now, making very slow progress because I'm in school, but I am very excited about it and I can't wait to share it with all of you. Next up, we have my current bullet journal. Very thick, but not nearly as thick as my old one. And it's just got the same cord. It's kind of a soft hardcover. And then it's got the tag, which has actually come undone, so I will not be pulling on that. And then a lot of the most recent pages have been in regards to kind of my YouTube schedule. So here's was the one I made yesterday for what I was going to do today. So film the cat arch video, and then while working on it, waiting for it to dry, I would film this video, and then details, and if I still have energy, I have another video I can film. And so here was me kind of what the video was, how long it would take me roughly, and then what I needed to do for each one. And then here's just a spread of some readings I had to do for one of my classes. And so I have to turn in a journal every week. And so this was the journal I turned in. And so these are the articles I read, and then these are kind of the summaries of each one, / what we did in class. And then I have a bunch more in here, but I also keep very personal things in here, whether it's just writing about my day or if it is kind of putting stuff I collect in here. So if we go somewhere, I'll keep the receipt or something, and then I'll put it in here. And then this one is not currently being used, but it is my future bullet journal. different from the last one. I'm almost done with the one I just showed. I still have quite a few pages left. I thought I was closer to being done when I originally bought this, but here it is. I will wait to open it when I actually make the video of me starting it. But it's kind of the same, I don't know if texture is the right word, but cover. It's a hard cover with rounded edges, kind of soft feeling, and then it does actually have a design on it. So I'm really excited to start this. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, then this journal needs no introduction. This is my workout bullet journal. And so it's oranges, and I was really excited about it. It also has a cord and a pocket at the back if you need to hold anything. And so this is my workout one. And this one I basically have shown a million times at this point. Tons of stuff in it. I've flipped through it multiple times. I'm not really ashamed of or scared of doxing myself or anything if I show these pages. So these are my pages, and I have a whole series about it up on YouTube right now. So if you're interested in seeing how I've made this and my progress so far in it, go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link in the iCard if I remember. Otherwise, you can just go to my channel and there's a whole playlist for it. It's called Active Pages because I thought that was fun, because most of these pages are me actively doing stuff. So here is a very blank looking book. It's just a normal sketchbook, but not one that's known for having the highest quality paper, so I would say a lot of people don't actually use these sketchbooks anymore, and I don't use it as a sketchbook. In fact, I bought it, didn't have a use for it, and then I was watching a Emirichu video, and she mentioned having a little, I think she has a binder for her washi tape, but I'd never heard of that before, and so I was really inspired to make my own washi tape journal. And so I've started. This was my very first washi tape set, and so I got a bunch of tapes, and then I just pasted them all into the page because I like being able to see the design without having to squint at the roll. Bailey J is a reoccurring character on this channel, so these are the washi tapes I bought from her. And then these were some miscellaneous ones my parents got me. This one I bought myself because it was just too iconic not to get. And then these ones I got from a stationery shop when I was visiting Chicago. And so that's all I've got so far in this one, but I hope eventually I'll be able to fill it up. But at the same time, I'm not too concerned with doing it because I really only use washi tape for in my bullet journal, and I don't really need that many rolls. So this is where it is so far. And this gorgeous looking book is my sticker book. And the artist, I forget their name, unfortunately. They're in the description, but this is their sticker book I bought. Oh, here it is. Tea Time by Sire. I definitely mispronounced that, but I saw their work come up on Etsy randomly, and I really liked how this was made. I love the gold foil, if my camera can kind of pick that up. But I thought this was gorgeous, and so I bought it, and now I have a place for all my stickers that did not end up on my gallery wall. A lot of them were just freebie stickers that small businesses gave me when I placed an order. Here's one page of just stickers that I've bought. These 4 were all from a small business called Hideaway Melon, and it's run by 2 artists, Hyde and Milan, I think is how it's pronounced. But I really like some of the prints they've made, and then whenever I ordered a print, they gave me stickers, so I put them in here. And then for my Minecrafters, this is from Hermitcraft. I bought the Scarland art book, and with it came some stickers, so I put them in here because I don't really know what I want to do with them. but I thought they were really cool, and I tried to space them out so that they weren't all on the same page. Yeah, just sticker book paper. I mean, it's your normal sticker book. Not quite last, but if you're familiar with my From the Studio series, then this probably looks very familiar to you. This is my sketchbook. This is my current sketchbook. I'm still slowly filling the pages. It is from the one and only Bailey J. And you can open the cover and see, there she is. I got her witch sketchbook with white paper. I believe she might have a few of these left, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know she has other sketchbooks available. So if you're interested in snagging one, I would highly recommend. They're really good quality. The paper is really nice for the price of the sketchbook, and you're supporting a small business. The embroidery is very nice, and if she doesn't have the witch hat design right now, then she has a strawberry one, a Luna Moth one, and a sketchbook cover of her two kitties, Kiki and Midna. And this is not sponsored at all. I just really love watching her vlogs and supporting her when I can. So this is the sketchbook I got, and this is the sketchbook I currently use. So I think I could kind of flip to whatever page I want and kind of showcase pages. I'm not too worried. So I guess we can just work with here. This one has a wide variety of stuff. So I use my Col-Erase pencils mostly in the sketchbook. I have kind of started switching back to just regular pencil. These were all from Pinterest, by the way. And then I colored them in with alcohol markers. They're right here. I use the Ohuhu brand ones, and this is kind of what the bleeding situation looks like. Obviously I covered it with sticky notes, but obviously it's gonna bleed through. That's the nature of alcohol markers. But the paper is a pretty thick cardstock, and if you're wondering about the paper specs or any details, obviously her website is where you should go, because she'll have more information than I do off the top of my head. Obviously this one's just kind of pasted in, but pen works really well on here. These are Posca pens, and as you can see, there's no bleeding on the other side. I don't know if they're really prone to that, but if you were worried, obviously the markers did bleed a little bit. These Faber-Castell markers didn't bleed. Here's me working in pen, no bleeding. So it's really just alcohol markers you need to watch out for. I know she's used watercolor in hers, and as long as the paper isn't too wet, it seems to hold up pretty well. And at the very least, in the future, I'm gonna try using gouache in here. So I will let you know how that works out in that video. So you should definitely subscribe, and so you don't miss it. But that's about it for this one. It's just a sketchbook, and when I finish it, you'll get a tour of it. And last but not least, my Elo sketchbook. This was my previous sketchbook. I was watching Drawing with Waffles, and she uses these pretty much all the time, and so I was kind of trusted her opinion on them, and it was much better than all of the other sketchbooks I had been using. And so this is the 8x8, and I did not decorate anything on it, though I definitely intended on it. Open up, normal page, and then I never did a front page for this one, but those are the dates I did it. And I have a full sketchbook tour up on my channel right now if you're interested in seeing any of these pages. For now, I'll just kind of flip to one. Sure, let's go to this one. And so this one I used mostly pencil in because I didn't have any Col-Erase pencils yet. So this one is all done in pencil, and then I sprayed the pages so that the pencil wouldn't bleed or smudge as much. It still did. So I'll flip to this one as well to kind of show you what the marker looks like. So these were my colors, and this is kind of what they look like. So then this is the microns, this is the marker, and then on the other side, about as much bleed as kind of you would expect. I would say the paper is a little bit thinner than the cardstock of the Bailey J sketchbook, but it's also smoother. There's not a lot of texture to it. I really like both of them. Both of them are linked in the description below. I'll probably alternate between the two, but yeah, this is my Elo sketchbook, and this is the last book I have for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of impromptu tour, and I will see you all next week for the next video. Bye-bye!